Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. We went through the song, dive deep. Master sang for Bankim. All listened, spellbound. Again Sri Ramakrishna began to talk. Master to Bankim, there are some who do not want to dive. They say, won't we become deranged if we go to excess about God? Referring to those who are intoxicated with divine love, they say, these people here lost their heads. These people have lost their heads. But they don't understand this simple thing. God is an ocean of Amrita, immortality. Once I said to Narendra, suppose there were a cup of syrup and you were a fly. Where would you sit to drink the syrup? Narendra said, I would sit on the edge of the cup and stretch out my neck to drink it. Why? I asked. What is the harm in plunging into the middle of the syrup cup, drinking the syrup? Narendra answered, then I should stick in the syrup and die. My child, I said to him, that it is not the nature of nectar of Satchidananda. That is not the nature of the nectar of Satchidananda. Satchidananda nectar. It is the nectar of immortality. Man does not die from diving into it. On the contrary, he becomes immortal. How Sri Ramakrishna begins after singing. There are some who do not want to dive. They want to do a little spiritual practices here, there, and spend the rest of the time and energy in the world. They don't want to sacrifice for realizing God and transcending the nature forever. This is what commonly we see in the world. People are not prepared to pay the price, do not want to, though they can, doing all the duties of life and fulfilling all the needs and demands of the family, still one can realize God. Just by remembering Him now and then, in and through all the activities. But they do not want to do. Even small things like anybody coming, ask them to sing a bhajan or song, they do not want to. They hesitate, lest they may get some name from the people. Such people will be very difficult for them to, because they are more concerned about themselves and the opinion of the world than of themselves and God. The relationship between God and them is secondary. The relationship with the world is primary for them. So they do not want to project in any way that people would make a remark on them. So they do not. And diving, they are afraid. I may be separated from my family. I may be separated from all these things. I may not be able to work. It is not right. They'll be able to do more work. They'll be able to take a responsibility of more families than his own family, because he is energized not by his internal self, but an outward heavy supply of the current. Then he can, now I have a small cell and an instrument, say torch or anything, and it gets exhausted one day. But if it is connected to the eternal, like electricity supply, it can work, and you can put many more lamps or do anything. It will not end endlessly. And entering into God or developing relationship with God is something like you are linking to eternal supply of energy, eternal supply of knowledge, wisdom, love. You distribute the love to the whole world, still you have the ocean of love within you. That is what you are linking to God. You can take the support of all the people. Just like India, now India, if all the citizens of India, apart from doing their work, if they concentrate on production of food, whole world can be fed just by India. Free food can be given. So much of natural resources are there, so much of nobody wants to put effort for their own food also. Like that, we have, but we cannot give, because efforts are not enough. Now, similarly, is what all I need to transcend the nature and go, whatever I need to realize God, whether it is mind or intellect or every capacity, every potentiality is within, but it doesn't utilize. A small thing of that he takes and works in the world for earning a little livelihood and his own family. But if he exploits the inner potentials, he can take care of huge, even villages he can maintain by sitting in one place and managing the things. So much, each one has that capacity. But all thing is wasted. Just like we have in the brain 1 crore cells, memory cells. 1,000 crore memory cells, each is equal to 120 GB. The whole thing will go to the graveyard after death. A small quantity is utilized in keeping in memory. Nowadays, even that has gone. No memory probably. Everything is available in cell phone. So the brain is almost empty. None of the cells are used almost. The only memory that he keeps is where is his cell phone. All else is secondary. So that it is there, unutilized, it goes unutilized. Body is there. Day and night a person can work. Intellect is there. He can penetrate into any subject, anywhere, anything. He can invent or do anything he wants. Similarly, mind is there. He can conquer the whole world, but he doesn't utilize. Like that, Sri Ramakrishna is telling, some people do not want to. Therefore, I say, dive deep. Don't be afraid. By diving deep in God, one becomes immortal. Bankim bowed low before the master. He was about to take his leave. Bankim bowed. All these days we are thinking of the Bankim. So many classes are over between Bankim and Sri Ramakrishna. Bankim bowed low before the master. He was about to take his leave. Bankim, sir, I am not such an idiot as you may think. I have a prayer to make. Please be kind enough to grace my house with the dust of your feet. Master, that's nice. I shall go if God wills. Bankim, there too you will see devotees of God. Master smiling, how so? What kind of devotees they are? Are they like those who said, Gopal, Gopal, Keshav, Keshav? All laugh. A devotee. What is that story, Gopal sir? Master smiling. Let me tell you. At a certain place, there is a goldsmith shop. The workers there are known as pious Vaishnavas. They have strings of beads around their necks, religious marks on their foreheads, and bags containing rosaries in their hands. They repeat the name of God aloud. One can almost call them sadhus, only they have to work as goldsmiths to earn their bread and support their wives and children. Many customers, hearing of their piety, come to the shop because they believe that in that shop there will be no trickery with their gold or silver. When the customers enter the shop, they see the workers repeating the name Hari Hari with their tongues and doing their work with their hands. No sooner the customer takes the seat in the shop than one of the workers cries out, Keshava, Keshava, Keshava. A few minutes later, another says, Gopala, Gopala, Gopala. After they talk a little while, the third man cries out, Hari, Hari, Hari. In the meantime, the customer have almost finished their transactions. Then the fourth one claims, Hara, Hara, Hara. The customers are very much impressed by the devotion and fervor of the owners and feel themselves quite secure in handing them the money. They are sure they won't be cheated. But do you know what lies behind this? The man who says, Keshava, Keshava, Keshava. After arrival of the customer, who are they? Keshava. K in Bengali, K means who? Keshava, Keshava, who are they? Who are they? In their words, he wants to know how intelligent they are. The man who says Gopala, Gopala means he finds them no better than herd of cows. They are like cows, they not intelligent enough. The man who says Hari Hari means may I rob them. In Bengali, E is added, can I? Ami jai? Shall I go? Ami khai? Like Ami Hari? Can I take away the money? May I rob them? He suggests that they are like herd of cows, they can be robbed. Then the last man says, Hara, Hara, carry away, carry away. Yes, rob them. He means that since customers are like a herd of cows, they can certainly be robbed. Here too you see the group of pious men, very much devoted to God, all love. People are of various varieties. The devotees, among the devotees, Sri Ramakrishna is pointing out what kind of devotees are they. They come to utilize for name and fame. Many go to the temples here there for name. And true devotees are there who hide and live unknown to the world and call on God. Their only aim is to realize God. Any desire, small desire behind the innermost, when this person is doing sadhana, the innermost desires are that is going to be fulfilled. The outwardly or to myself, looking at myself, I may think I want God. I'm clear about it, I want God. But past tendencies and all the experiences I have passed through, inside the desire for enjoyment, desire for possession, lies deep within. That is covered by the atmosphere where we live. We are going to some temple or living in the proximity of a temple or an ashrama. We slowly acquire their nature. And then this nature superimposes without removing the inner desires. I want to sing and dance and live and all that like others. That comes, but inner desires are not. Now he starts doing sadhana and all that. It is the innermost desire that get the innermost. Then the next. Because I want God is the final cover, as if inside all other desires are there. One of the three important desires we differentiate is the desire for family life. That is putraishana. And I want possession, I want this, I want that, I want these comforts, I want these things. All this, I cannot live without a cot or a bed. I cannot do without top things. All this comfort seeking. All these are the inner desires. They are all all other desires other than putraishana comes under the vittaishana. I am seeking wealth, possession and all this. And we do not know small things. I see somebody is having a car, a better car. My mind goes there. Oh, that is better, that gives more comfort, more security. These small differences, and without knowledge, it will be seeking from inside. So these things, I have a slipper, and I see someone else more comfortable, more joyful, more looking nice. I want to have that. I have clothes, I seek something better showing. These are all come under the vittaishana, desire for possession and wealth. Then comes the lokaishana. Lokaishana covers my name and fame. Small things. I don't want to go amidst people. Why? Lokaishana. I want to go amidst people. Why? Lokaishana. He may be going inside into the people circle because he wants to take a good name. A person may not be willing to go amidst people because he is afraid of getting a bad name. So, how this works, how subtle is the mind? What am I? Every moment I will be judging myself. Should I go or not? Should I go or not? Should I talk to them or not? Should I do or not? Their duty and life dedicated to God doesn't come into picture. I have given myself to God. I have given myself to everything to Him, and He is my guide. I am dependent on Him. All this doesn't come into picture. He wants to protect Himself, preserve Himself for Himself. I have given away. So that anywhere, anytime, any call, I am there to run. I see anybody suffering, I am there to run. So that kind of, now this lokaishana is what binds. Even after the putraishana, somebody may overcome. Vittaishana also, he may give up all the desires for possessions and enjoyments, but very difficult to give up for name and fame. What will others say? What will others say? Every moment it will be, what will the others say about me? What God thinks of me never comes into picture. So that Sri Ramakrishna is telling, the innermost desire may present whatever you are doing. It takes shelter in whatever people trust. So when this is a small thing, Gopala story, but actually if you see Mahabharata, Ramayana and all, how in the guise of a sadhu, how Ravana goes to Sita and abducts her. See, in those, because the dress, that renunciation, make the people trust in fully. Yes, I believe in him. This is my goal of my life, as if that trust. Now, seeing anybody cheating in this form, one or two experiences, they start disbelieving the same sadhu's clothes. One who has seen Ravana coming in guise of a sadhu, a sannyasi, and cheating, how it would be. How much of deep scar it will produce in the people who saw or witnessed such things. When I was in Himalayas, we all used to go for begging. Any ashrama, every ashrama gives free food for the sadhus. So beggars, they have kept one pair of sadhu's clothes. They put on the forehead some mark and put on their huts are there in the streets. They put on the dress, take one kamandal in the hand and go. They will either sit in the pangat or carry the food in their vessels and go to their tents, remove the clothes, put aside for next day and wear their own clothes and then start eating. Many times I saw. I had nothing to say. But there were other sadhus who are truly living in, calling on God, living in the caves, striving to realize God. Early in the life they come, alone they live, and alone they, how the old age, most serious and problematic period of their life, sadhu's life, you will see in the end of their life. Evening, when they are not able to get down from the cave properly, they have to come down the hills little and then go for bhiksha. Some ashrama or somewhere. I was in Uttarakashi. And then again they will come dragging their body and then climbing up. A day comes when they are no more able to go. They may be fasting for a week or two. We will not know. I used to observe in a sadhu not coming, about 200, 300 people will be there. It's very difficult to identify or know who has come and who has not come. But in the path where we walk every day, there will be some sadhus, old sadhus living in the caves, coming down. If I don't see them, then I will immediately go and see, oh, they must be sick, he has not come today. He will be sick. I request them, take extra food and go and give them. And then they will be, 3-4 days they will be sick. Suppose I don't do nothing, they accept it. It's a kind of tapasya. They say, Swamiji, if you don't bring, doesn't matter. We are accustomed with this life and this is our life. This is a kind of tapasya. God gives, God doesn't give. But we are prepared for all that. And one day we will see that he has left the body in that cave. A picture on the chest of his Ishtadevata, or lying, keeping his head at the bottom of the picture of his Ishtadevata, or leaning on the small fire rituals where he used to do, on that he lays down smearing the vibhuti of the fire ritual and lies down and leaves the body. We come to know a day or two after when it starts smelling a little, then we go and dig a pit and put that body with all respect, because whole life was spent alone in thought of God, without wasting a moment's gap or without spending a breath. Whole life is spent at the feet of God. Now, with all our prayers, we will cremate that body. We don't cremate, we bury it. And that is how we see there are such devotees who have given really themselves to God and really seeking God. That also you will see. This world is of two types. The one is dharma and other is adharma. As long as dharma remains, so long adharma remains. As long as adharma remains, the dharma also remains. When one becomes two, the two will be opposite to each other. One will be positive, one will be negative. So they go together. When the problem comes is when the negative wants to conquer the positive, when adharma wants to conquer the dharma, then comes into the problem. And dharma never goes to conquer the adharma. Adharma comes to conquer wants to destroy, completely erase dharma from the existence, which is not possible. Because as long as adharma is there, dharma will be there. Dharma only the percentage differs, goes up and comes down. And this is called yuga. Satyuga, maximum dharma, and just like seasons. Seasons, how they change. Highest temperature is summer, lowest temperature is winter. Like the highest dharma we call Satya Yuga, lowest dharma we call Kali Yuga. It goes on changing. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.